What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. And today we are reacting to Mario Barrios versus Ryan Garcia, a closer look by my man Motivedia Presentations. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you're looking for a non-biased boxing review or something like that, you probably clicked on the wrong video. I'm gonna keep it a band with you. I can't stand Ryan Garcia. I don't like Ryan Garcia. I probably would never like Ryan Garcia. I think he's a cheater. He doesn't respect the sport of boxing. You know, I would say, you know, I would give him props for taking this Mario Barrios fight, but he was given his fight. He didn't earn it. You know, he just came off a loss against Rolly Romero his last fight. You know, he didn't earn this fight. He didn't do anything to earn this opportunity, but yet he got it because of his popularity. Personally, how I see this fight going, I'm not really sure. You know, I may not like Ryan Garcia, but I can definitely see this fight going either way because you don't really know what version of Mario Barrios you can get on fight night. You know, you can get the Mario Barrios that fought Tank, you know, and people really disregard Barrios a lot, but that version of Mario Barrios that fought Tank, you know, he showed up to fight. You know, the fight was pretty close and competitive. You know, it wasn't a one-sided beating from Tank. You know, it was close and competitive. You can get the Mario Barrios that fought Yordanis Ugas. You know, Barrios shut Ugas out that fight, and Ugas was just coming off of a huge win against Manny Pacquiao. Or you can get the Mario Barrios that fought fucking 47, almost 50-year-old Manny Pacquiao. You know, you never really know what version of Barrios you're gonna get on fight night. So I say all that to say, if the fight can really go either way. But let's look into this video by my man Motivedia. I'm kind of getting sidetracked here.
This is gonna be a sleeper fight. People don't think this is gonna be one of them. I think it is, and I predict that it's gonna be very bloody.
Fight fans, welcome back.
12 rounds of boxing in the welterweight division.
So, with the dust settling on a fantastic start to 2026, a mix
Oh, it definitely was
chaotic,
a
the
great
impressive, and the
that card.
embarrassing.
That shit.
Provided
That shit is hilarious. But that card, this card was amazing.
A new heir apparent.
Just as a boxing fan, man, the card was just amazing. A great way to start off 2026 as a boxing fan.
Because another blend of controversy and star power is just around the corner. And what looks like a seemingly routine yet questionable shortcut back toward world champion status might not be as straightforward as you think.
And I think Ryan has the skills, the power, the speed, but there's a few things that I see that might not be in his favor.
Shout out to Robert Garcia.
Is Ryan Garcia versus Mario Barrios. Welcome to a Motivedia presentation. If you're intrigued to see whether Ryan sinks or swims at another
Barrios, man,
crossroad, then please consider.
Like he obviously has better skills than Ryan Garcia. But he just, man, you just never know, bro. Cause the nigga, like his last fight, no, the fight before Pacquiao, he had another draw. I forget the guy's name. Was it Jose Ramos? Was it? I forget the guy's name, but he had a draw against a guy he was really supposed to beat. And he almost lost his belt on that night. And the fact that he had that draw, you know, makes it seem like, you know, he's the weakest link at 147. And I didn't, you know, count him out, but that last fight, man, and then the fight with Pacquiao, bro, it's just like it's looking that way. And, you know, that's most likely why he got this Ryan Garcia fight, or Ryan Garcia got this Barrios fight, because it's out of corruption and shit like that. But that's just, you know, how that shit goes.
Using our link in the description, every purchase helps the channel, allowing us to bring you more features just like this one.
He's not back. He's always been here. But he has that sparkle in his eye that he's now hungrier than ever.
If we'd have told you last May that the down and out version of Ryan Garcia in the back of that ambulance would be the one starting 2026 with momentum in his favor,
I'm on my I'm ready to put a beating on
That's
somebody.
the,
I'm hungry,
that's what
literally.
that
Then you'd be
corruption
forgiven
does, man.
for
That
expecting a big
star
end-of-year
power.
performance.
Do you think he's deserving of this title shot for you?
Maybe a confidence-building knockout or a profile-building Pacquiao fight.
That was good. You know.
But none of this has happened.
He did fight Oscar
A lot
Duarte.
of
I forgot about
boxing
that
fans
fight.
up the wrong way.
They are gifting him this world title shot. Rolly beats him. Ryan gets a world title shot for the WBC.
Technically speaking, you're supposed to not be allowed to fight for a world championship coming off a loss.
Is he deserving? No,
I mean,
absolutely
that's
not. We all know
that's
that.
boxing, man. I mean,
It's a popularity contest now, man. You know, that's what it's about.
that's all that shit is, bro.
On the plus side, it's a mental bounce back that Teofimo Lopez can now take solace from.
This is what it's all about. Some days you're not going to get it, but you always stay up and always give God the glory no matter what.
Because even though Garcia wasn't
I would like to see
completely
Teofimo back in the ring. I know this video is about Teofimo, but I would like to see him back against Brian Norman. I would love to see that fight.
He hasn't been inside.
Teo, nullified by the jab and movement of Shakur.
It's a great fight, man. That was a great fucking
By
fight.
the power and strength of Rolly.
You know what's crazy? Despite my biasness towards Ryan Garcia, I guess it's not in favor of him, but even if I wasn't biased to Ryan Garcia, is what I'm saying. I've said that he was gonna lose to Rolly anyway. Rolly was just a bad style matchup for Ryan anyway. The only way I can see Ryan winning that fight is if he would have caught Rolly with something. Because obviously Ryan, he has the type of power to knock you out at one punch, but Ryan was never really a technical guy. He was never really a technical boxer. He was always gonna look for that one shot. And if Rolly could neutralize that one shot, obviously, he couldn't do nothing about it. Ryan Garcia, he makes no adjustments in the fight. So,
Toward the corner with a series of body shots.
shout out to Rolly,
In
though.
contrast, the calm, composed voice of Derek James steadied the ship towards far less of a physical beatdown.
We think you all you do. Listen. We just want to win the round. Yeah. Keep working and breaking down.
Some solid advice.
Blood, or even a visible bruise on either man. However, just as the father-trainer dynamic comes under more scrutiny than ever,
my son didn't do what I told him he was supposed to do. His rhythm was supposed to be different.
You gotta hit him.
it's about to make February 21st
You gotta hit
even
him.
more interesting.
You've been part of Ryan's team from day one.
I love watching that shit.
But you're back as the head trainer once again. How does that feel? And take me through that decision.
Because now, in 2026, that calm, reassuring voice is gone.
Did Ryan Garcia ever allow those trainers to be the boss?
That's why he's back with his dad, because
I don't
he's
think
the
he did.
boss. That's why.
And even though it's replaced by a man who knows Ryan's inner workings and psyche
That's the best
better
way to put
than
it.
anybody, there's now a familiar face in the opposite corner.
Shout out to
who
Joe
knows his
Goosen.
boxing-related intricacies better than most.
How could you, Joe? That's messed up. Pardon? I said, how could you? That's messed up. What's messed up? You know what I said? I mean, just can't believe you're doing this to me. That's insane.
Having parted ways with Team Canelo in 2022, Ryan spent the next year with Joe Goosen, a year-long partnership that came crashing down the night Ryan suffered his first defeat to Gervonta Davis.
How's the sparring been? Let us know some details. Because Tank said something that he got hurt to the body. Ryan did.
And while Goosen was criticized for some of his corner advice just before the stoppage,
You almost got it. You almost got it with that good little short hook. We'll get him. We're going to get him.
Garcia forced to take a knee.
Did it hit that rib part at all, Ryan? Yeah. I knew it.
it was his failure to appear in the aftermath that left a bad taste.
Let's give a round of applause as he comes up short tonight.
He said that he had some, he had whatever going on, but he didn't show up.
But say what you want, the California trainer does have a good track record for getting the best out of underdogs.
He's done this in the past.
I
He
know.
would train someone, then later on he would.
I know he fought Lamar. I forget that guy's name. I forget his name, but I know he fought Lamar.
Trunks are fine where they are. Touch gloves, touch.
Diego Corrales, man. One of my favorite fighters to watch.
Did you miss Joe Goosen?
No, porque.
What for? Did he know your game plan, and was he able to put Diego in position to counter and know your every move?
But do you believe that your knowledge of Ryan Garcia is going to help him win? But do you?
How tall is fucking Barrios? Because they said he was 5'11", or maybe he's 6 foot. Because I think Ryan Garcia is only like 5'10" or some shit. I don't know. But I said that to say, I think this is like Ryan Garcia's first fight. First fight that he's fighting a taller opponent. You know, he's been fighting at 35 for a long time. He's fought at 40. He didn't fight at 40. He fought at a catchweight at like 44 or something. And then I think this is his first fight at 47. But yeah, this is his first fight. I think he's fighting a taller opponent. This is definitely gonna be interesting. Because you know his favorite punch is his left hook. He's gonna have to reach for that motherfucker because I know Barrios definitely got a longer reach than him, but I
believe that
it's
your
gonna be an interesting ass
knowledge
fight.
of Ryan Garcia is going to help him win.
So now, him reappearing alongside Mario Barrios makes for a huge game changer at the T-Mobile Arena.
What's that, T-Mobile?
You don't keep shit but putting your hands up, so I'm about to put a beating on these guys bad, to the point where I'm probably going to retire both of them, Joe and Mario Barrios.
Across the ring in the red corner, guided under the tutelage of renowned trainer Bob Santos, hailing from and representing his beautiful hometown of San Antonio.
I think this is Barrios' first fight with Joe Goosen too. He was with Virgil Hunter at one point, I think.
And right now, champion El Azteca hasn't exactly put his best foot forward either.
Main event of the evening is scheduled 12 rounds of boxing for the WBC Welterweight Championship.
I remember standing up and watch this fight, man.
We saw near
like
identical
shit
circumstances
was crazy,
last
bro.
July.
It
What
is.
looked like a perfect profile.
I'm not saying this. No disrespect to Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao is one of the greatest fighters of all time. He's the only fighter in history to be an 8 division world champion. And I highly doubt that record would be broken anytime soon. But I say that to say it ain't no way in hell Mario Barrios should have lost to a 47-year-old Manny Pacquiao, man. I don't know if it's just he didn't train as much or if he just took him lightly or something. But bro, there's no way he should have lost this fight
Against a 46.
I mean, not lost.
Instead turned an
It was a draw. I'm
Mexican
sorry, it was a
into
draw. It
deer
wasn't a
in the
loss.
headlights.
46-year-old vet. He's moving and doing a lot more than Barrios. Look, only Pacquiao knows how much is truly left in the tank.
Ooh.
Stunned by a brand of Filipino firepower that simply refuses to age.
Like, and I would say, you know, I don't mean to keep pausing, but I would say, you know, maybe it's just, you know, Pacquiao. He just turned the timetable over. But like I said earlier, the fight before that, the fight Mario Barrios fought before that, against the guy, I just forget his name, but he was supposed to beat him too, you know, and he got a draw against him too, and it's just a bad look, man.
Like, you know, there's some punches in there, you know, you don't want to be getting hit by.
Decision is a majority draw.
I think I remember scoring that fight. I think I had it. Pacquiao win it. I think that's why I keep saying it was a loss.
Was just
but I can't really remember.
Mario Barrios is the worst world champion I've ever seen in my life. I look at that guy fight.
Ooh, coming from Paul and Martinology, that's jack crazy. I ain't gonna hold you, but shout out to Paul.
He's the world champion.
Yeah, like I thought he lost the fight. I was there. I was ringside. It was awful. or it weren't even. It's not elite. It's not world championship level.
Public opinion aside, Barrios hasn't tasted defeat since early 2022.
And when he fought Keith Thurman, no one really held that loss against him. You know, even when he fought Tank, no one really held that them losses against him. You know, because they were against top competition. Tank, Keith Thurman. Then he came back and beat Ugas in a crazy ass way. But his last couple of performances just wasn't it. I don't know if it's just
effectively retired Ugas.
I don't know if it's just because he's not motivated or what.
I mean, he beat Ugas unmercifully, you know.
They
And
dog
it was
Ugas.
just brilliant.
I think that was Ugas' last fight, if I'm not mistaken.
Ryan Garcia could be in real trouble.
They said that we're gonna get a Ryan that's 100%. You know, that makes me happy to hear. So, you know, when I whoop his ass on the 21st, there ain't gonna be no excuses.
There's not a far-going conclusion that Ryan can take out a guy like Barrios, man. I don't give a damn what anybody says. He got a lot of experience, man. He got the best resume at 147 pounds, right? He felt resistance at every single level.
Ooh, that's the fight I'm talking about. That's the fight I'm talking about.
Especially since most of the advantages on paper favor the champion. Both men are in and around their physical primes, and while there's an
extra Ryan Garcia is only 5'8".
Jab, it's the 3.5 inches of height which could really make the difference.
I don't know how I get that is.
Extra size doesn't translate to power and strength for Mario, as he's more likely to stand and trade in the pocket than push you onto the back foot.
Yeah, how long can he hold back the Barrios barrage?
But with Garcia coming up to welterweight, brute force might be more relevant than ever.
This is where Ryan doesn't want to be.
The records are pretty similar, and while an 83 to 62% KO ratio difference shows the power gap, it means Barrios has bagged almost twice the amount of professional rounds.
Ooh.
And while we're never quite sure what version of Ryan we'll get, if the erratic LA presser is anything to go by, we might be getting something closer to the Haney fight than the Romero version.
Yeah, you know, this is turning to a circus.
I'm the ringmaster.
The ringmaster. The payaso.
If Ryan leaves his offense at the gym, if he leaves his offense in the locker room, Mario Barrios is gonna step to him, and it's gonna be a long night for Ryan.
Hey.
It's always that one shot for him, though. You know, he can always land it. And
while Mario's amateur record is some way off Ryan's, he's certainly no slouch from a technical standpoint.
Remember when I thought that rapping made me $1? I used to jot down on my punches like I train for a squabble, but now I need it in the game and the bank and getting larger. It's like a family celebration when we make a deposit. It's like
yeah, Mario, he got the skills, bro. He just I definitely think it's just the hunger. You know,
has always
he's definitely getting content with just where he's at right now. But if he loses this fight, it might be over for him.
But without that same conviction.
Give you a simple answer. I think that Barrios waits too much. He takes his sweet time, and he's giving Pacquiao these opportunities to go in with the flurries. Take his time. He does not put the pressure for this older man.
With El Azteca hurt by Ramos and neutralized by
Ramos.
Pacquiao,
Okay, it was Ramos. I think that's the brother of Jesus Ramos. I think, right? Oh, maybe that was Jesus Ramos. I can't really remember because I know one of them fight at 154.
Holding the phone and not getting caught texting, Barrios can take away his best weapon too.
And if Garcia land that left hook, can Barrios take it?
Beautiful, it's like a mousetrap.
Yeah, that's really what it all comes down to, really.
You know, because that seemed to be an issue for Barrios. You know, upstairs and downstairs, the left hook.
People in the know say that he's a one-trick pony. Garcia able to land that right now. He's down. He goes. Dude, it was hurt.
for one of the announcing teams. Good hook, and Rodriguez goes down that fast.
Bill, halfway through the fight, how do you think it's going?
Well, he started out strong.
He's always going to resort back to that hook. And if Barrios comes into the right game plan, if somebody has a game plan for the hook, he's going to get beat.
And with an incoming welterweight resurgence, it's as important time as ever to get back to winning ways.
Barrios has said it is how much more confident Barrios is
he can't lose this fight.
Garcia fight as opposed to having too much respect for Pacquiao heading into that fight. He has said, I can't believe me and Devin are really going to be the biggest fight in the division one day after we've known each other for a long time. So
the quality of the 147-pound division has long been an indicator of the sport's overall health.
Winner by knockout victory and still welterweight world champion.
A glamour division that perfectly blends speed, power, and skill.
R.I.P. Ricky Head.
Bringing the knockouts and firepower that the
Sweet Pea
classes sometimes lack. And despite a stale period, a new face of boxing landing at 140 with Conor Benn in his eye line.
You said you're going to make it look easy, and you lost just one round of the judges' scorecards.
You're too small for me.
I'm a
You're
dog.
tiny.
I'm
You're
a
tiny,
dog.
bro.
I'm
You're
a dog.
tiny,
My
bro.
skills is too much.
You can't punch.
Okay.
You can't keep me off you.
Alongside Pacquiao, Haney, Norman, Keyshawn, and most likely Hitchens, all within touching distance.
I remember watching that fight.
For many, the star power and pedigree of Ryan Garcia deserves a seat at the table.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell says that, but okay.
But whether he should be allowed to eat yet, however, is another question.
So you're not picking a knockout. You're just saying.
I'm just saying it's going to be a nice fight, however it be.
I'm actually going to go out of script here and say that I see something different in Ryan's eyes.
Either way, February 21st will showcase two men with elite-level question marks.
Look at Barrios. You know, there's the Aztec warrior going, come on, let's go.
And with lifelines running out and pressure rising high, it's a fight that will decide who gets to answer them and who doesn't.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Man, you know, looking at this video, man, I can see some bullshit happening. Like, I can see fucking Ryan Garcia winning on the scorecards. Like, I just, this fight is just so weird, man, because you never know, you don't know what version of each fighter is gonna show up. I think a focused, hungry Mario Barrios beats any type of version of Ryan Garcia. I think him being focused is better than any version of Ryan Garcia that you can have. But if you have the version of Mario Barrios that fought Pacquiao or that fought Ramos, he's gonna get caught with some dumb shit, or he's gonna end up getting outboxed. Like, not even outboxed, just outpointed on the scorecards. And if you let Ryan Garcia do that to you, then I don't know. But yeah. That's the end of this video, man. I can't wait for this fight. This fight is gonna be good. This is gonna be a good ass fight, man. But hope y'all enjoyed this video. I'll catch you all in the next one.